Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. The League of Reparation has been dismantled, according to the Tri-Superpower Task Force investigating the organization. The announcement followed a successful operation to remove League forces from two systems, one in Federal, and one in Imperial space. Riri McAllister, the League's central coordinator, has been charged with multiple terrorism-related crimes. The Church of Eternal Void, a fringe group that venerates the Guardians, has been declared illegal in every system where it operates. Cardinal Hieronymus and other senior members of the Church have been arrested for inciting acts of violence against the so-called Far God sect, which worships the Thargoids. Meanwhile, members of the Rochester family have come under attack following the engagement of Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester to Princess Aisling Duval. Jordan Rochester's niece Callie Rochester was the victim of a physical assault, while her father Jupiter Rochester, a Core Dynamics executive, has come under fire from both shareholders and management. In other news, the classic children's show Andromedaries, about spacefaring camel-like lifeforms, is being remade for modern audiences. The production company behind the reboot has promised a dark, blood-soaked journey of psychological discovery, prompting dismay from the creator and writer of the original program, Vienna Langhorn. Finally, the Alliance has announced plans to build a new Arcellus starport to further bridge the gap between the core systems and the Alliance's outposts in the California Nebula. The organization overseeing the initiative has placed an open order for mined resources to be used in the construction. And those are the main stories this week.
Hello everybody, Mr. Moo here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here at Glidden Enterprise with, well, we're back. It's Tuesday. I got all the stuff I needed doing done on Monday. So yeah, I'm all yours for the rest of the week. Oh, shoutouts first. Alicors, I don't think I saw that sub the other day, so let's run that real quick.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Barnard17, thank you so much for the follow. Bilbo Teabaggins, also thank you so much for the sub.
Thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Crab Fishman, it's Nathan197, and Duke Zeros. Thank you all so much for the follow. And who all's here? We've got Ada Karina Sir. Let's see here. The Mighty Hankbot. Oh wait, no, that's the Hankbot. Sanson, Grislago, and Commander Farad. Hello, everybody. So yeah, trying out something a little bit new today. Playing with, let's see here, what is that doing there? One moment. There we go. Better. True Rex, hey, how are you? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I was good. To make it short, it's just neck. Alright, neck. Sniperman07. So yeah, hope everybody had a good weekend. I did a little bit of poking around, did a little bit of playing around. If everybody remembers... I did Project Blackbody a month, maybe 2 months ago, and that was the idea to make a stealth federal gunship. And it worked, but I just didn't have that much fun with it. Nathan heading out for just a bit to get some food, but I'll be back. Alright, sounds good. Have a good meal. Or snack, or have good food. There we go. So yeah, I built that stealth federal gunship, and it was nice. It worked well for stealth, but it just wasn't... To me, it wasn't as much fun to fly. I like my ships to have a little bit more zip to them, even if they can't carry a fighter. So I put together this. I finally found a good build, I think, for my Challenger. And yeah, this is an independent effort. This isn't EAS. This is just my own little secret recipe put together. The Indecent Proposal. And holy damn, it makes a good smuggling ship, and I think it'll make a good stealth assassin too. So let's go poking around here and see what we got. Oop-de-doop-de-doo. Let's see here. Boom, data delivery. 120 tons of silver to move 2,000 light seconds. Yeah, I can do that. The payout on it's good. 3.3 million. So this thing will haul silver just fine. Well, this thing will haul anything just fine. It's got, what, 132 tons of cargo, I believe? So yeah, the Alliance Challenger. Gret, hey! Long time no see. What's the good word? Lights on.
Lights on.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
George Klooners, what's on the flight plan for today? Testing out some new toys. Or showing off some interesting designs I put together. Like this Stealth Challenger. I like it a lot better than my Stealth Gunship. And as you can see, it runs a little cool. This is with full thrust to the engines. Northema 07.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Flight control.
Byung, hello! So yeah, this thing, I like it. It runs cold. I mean, yes, I'm warming up a little bit, but, you know, charging the jump drive does that.
Adjusting for jump. Frameshift now engaged.
So by my estimate, I can stay stuck in the eternal
Engaging
limbo of
exit
jumping.
protocols.
You're the one that put together the exploration vet. So yeah, with the heat sinks on board this, and I haven't modified them up yet, but if I just stay in stealth mode and I don't go into a fight, I can stay stealthed for just under an hour. How's it going today? Oh, it's going well. It's a much cooler day. Got me a Dolphin do some passenger runs. That thing just boils with a longer FSD. What's your power usage? Because if you go for something like a a shielded power plant, you can bring down the heat a little bit, or low output power plant, you know, etc. Thermal spread will also work. That may bring things down a bit.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Commander Varad, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. 5 months. Thank you. I still don't know how or why, but thank you so much. So yeah, anybody coming to try to pirate me? No, unfortunately. Locutus. Okay, we've got a Borg Alliance chieftain. Huh. You know, there are very few things I would not do if I had the chance for Borg adaptive shields. I'll just put that out right now.
Kids these days in their crazy language, am I right?
Hail Gringo, thank you so much for the host. Welcome aboard. Moo! Moo! Moo moo moo. Dazzy Star, hello there. Hope you had a good weekend. What's the good word today? Trying to make up for the crate puns? Oh, thank you. Oh, punning ain't bad. The same pun over and over for over a month. Dazzy Star has a crate today. Oh, good. And Blood Drunk, good afternoon. How are you liking it, Dazzy? Today I'm trying to upgrade my crate. Gotcha. And no, I still say with that, where can one post dedicated Mr. Moo fan art? Oh god. Well, there's the media channel on our Discord. There is that. Thank you, Gret. So I still say with the body kit on the crate, with the dagger points up above and what looks like a handle on the back, you could have, I say it looks like a Katar. Not a guitar, a Katar, K-A-T-A-R. Qatar is a country. You are correct. Fortunately, it's not spelled that way. Alright, 3.4 million thereabouts. So this thing can haul cargo. I've got, yeah, 132 tons capacity on this thing. Not bad at all. Assassinate. Let's see, 36 units of food, microwave cooling, 28 units of food cartridges, 60 units of domestic appliances to the same system. Larson Hub. $3,700 light seconds, not bad. NPC interdicted me in a white dwarf jet cone. Didn't end well for either of us. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but you fell victim to somebody else's terminal stupidity. Support the Confederacy by delivering 45 tons of food cartridges. I'm sure they greatly appreciate all those food cartridges. There's a lot of food cartridges here. Not a whole lot of other stuff. Courier job, Renapatane, donate. With the antenna, it kind of reminds me of a fighting kite. That's not a bad description either, Liel. Actually, from the top down, it almost looks like the UN Spacey insignia from Macross. Let's see here. Dentsu. Dentsu's good. And sorry I wasn't able to catch you the other day for PvP. I wanted to, and then real life reared its head right after the show got wrapped up. Yeah, it wasn't even another player being stupid, it was the game itself. Okay, so maybe not terminal stupidity, but terminal greed. Gear up.
Landing module retracted.
4 out of 5 doctors recommend food cartridges. The 5th one choked and died on food cartridges and recommends real
Moving
food.
system.
At least he would have if he weren't dead.
Jumping to next system.
Made the mistake of giving Macross Delta a chance the other day, almost ruined my childhood. Oh, Macross Delta
Key
was
systems are at optimum levels, readying for exit.
unfortunate. First time in decades that they went without Yoko Kanno's music, and apparently they changed around some other stuff too, and it just...
Thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Delta Fire Dragon, thank you so much. 3 months resub there. Greatly appreciated. Check out the media channel. All right, great. Let's have a look here. Oh goodness.
Jumping to next system.
Oh my.
Frame shift now engaged. No anomalies detected.
Neck, that is amazing.
Key systems are at optimal levels.
Thank you so much for that.
Readying for exit now.
A little... oh, little neutron star. They lost me with the breakdancing Veritex, but the magical singing missile repellent girl certainly didn't help. The thing with Macross, the thing that... yeah. Macross took an interesting concept and they just ran hard with it. Delta Fire Dragon, yeah, Challenger, a stealth Challenger with some really good smuggling and combat capability, at least for decent assassination capability, and it's also able to defend itself when, you know, if you're hauling some good cargo. Icing on the cake was the 45 mil in exploration data and the wingdings that Elvira wanted. Oh, son of a... that is... yeah, somebody owes you. So yeah, Delta, this has no fuel scoop. I mean, the load on it is fairly conservative, but it will run 132 tons of cargo, which I've been kind of hammering on. That's not bad. That'll carry the majority of cargo missions you run into for outposts. And yeah, Liel, I can see what they were going with for... I mean, if you go through previous Macross stuff, like if you haven't seen Frontier, they explain music a little bit. I mean, in the first Macross, it was just that, you know, music, human emotions, etc. The attackers weren't familiar with this at all, and it kind of overloaded them. And in Frontier, it's revealed more that, you know, it actually... well, there's some weird hyperspace physics involved, but basically music is a gateway to, you know, upper dimensional mathematics. Okay, fine, I'll work with that. Then they brought in the breakdancing, tactical, the tactical, singing group, and that was a little...
For thousands
Anyway.
of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
The Bibliophilus, thank you so much. 5 months in a row, Twitch sub. Oh, thank you very much for that. But yeah, Macross has always been tied to music pretty closely, but then they took it to a great big extreme there on the end. Liked the mecha designs, though. Loved the mecha designs. And yeah, let's throw some spaceship cows into the chat for Delta and Bibliophilus. You know what? I'll take resub day. Resub day is best day. And you know what? Let me see if I can get this. Let's see here. All right, give me one moment here to get this into the editor. Let's see here. Let's see here. Ooh, there we go. All right, so this is. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the picture that Ada Karinaser here in on Twitch. This is the this is the picture they threw together, and wow, this is amazing. Let's get this down to proper size. Let's see here, transform, fit to screen. There we go. Yeah, that's cute. That's adorable. It's a little spaceship cow with his, with his helmet and his rimlock suit, and apparently he's got a neutron star in his hands. Now, that's some power. That's all the power I need. Oh, that's adorable. Thank you so much for that. Byung been playing Stick of Truth? Gotcha. Liela, some people, the Battletech folks, may have loved them a bit too much. Oh, the Battletech story is... That is such a great big pile of... The Battletech, Macross, Robotech, Big West, FASA, Harmony Gold, Charlie Foxtrot. Just one great big cluster from start to finish. The thing was that, Harmony Gold was licensed, I think... I'm going to get this very wrong, but the essential part of it is somebody was licensed, Battletech was licensed to use everything was properly licensed, apparently, except not everybody had the authority to give out those licenses. Dazzy Star, what thrusters do you have on the crate? Oh, I've got, on the crate, I'm running the class, I'm running grade 5 dirty drive with, drag drives for the mod. But I'm running the biggest ones I can. I think those are 6As. All right. 96 tons of coltan, 108 units of gold for 3.3 million. Let's see here, 362 light seconds. Yes, please. That's all the money I need. Well, it's not all the money I need. Gear up. No, I don't believe they bought the rights from Harmony Gold. I think it was actually licensed out from somebody else. Japan side. Because if Harmony Gold had offered the rights, they wouldn't be trying to countersue, saying, well, they can't use them because we didn't have the authority to sell them the rights. One of these days, I'm actually going to get the... Actually, no, wait. There is the, let's see here, the gaming lawyer. One moment. Let me pull up the official story here. Or at least from what we can tell here. Let's see here. So what hasn't been done yet in sci-fi? Camels from Andromeda. Let me pull up this file yet. Let's see here. Okay, I believe this is the one we were looking for. YouTuber Law. Let me pull up the link here. Let's see here.
Good.
Go. Copy video, and here we go. Snakes on a spaceship? No, I'm pretty sure there's something there. Look long enough and you'll find something. Okay, for those interested, this link is is a fairly good rundown of what's going on, if I remember right. This guy's got a pretty good grasp of the whole situation, and just what an ungodly mess the whole thing is. Now, it didn't help recently that Harmony Gold, in their suit against Harebrained Schemes, they were trying to say that an Atlas was actually one of their designs, and that is entirely, totally a Battletech original. And then they tried to say that they tried to use a Locust
All
as an
systems
example
check
of a
out.
Marauder,
No
which was from a
unusual
totally
activity.
different anime franchise. I want to say the Locust design was from Crusher Joe. Now, the Marauder design was from Macross, but they actually didn't realize what their own IP was. Just a great big pain in the ass. And yeah, Atlas was old school FASA. That is a Battletech original. And you know what? I'm amazed. There's nobody coming after me here. In their defense, it was over 20 years ago at this point. Yes, but that's all they're doing is re-releasing 20-year-old stuff at this point, so they should have known. I mean, that's their specialty, going back and rehashing everything. What's my goal today? My goal today is to make a pile of money bigger than my cockpit, and to, well, piled higher than the cockpit. Hardcore, thank you so much for the host. Greatly appreciated. Pull up a seat. So yeah, my goal. A pile of gold piled higher than the cockpit. Testing out this ship in various combat and transport configurations. And generally having fun and seeing if we can't support Narvard, because we got a war coming up. When trying low-level combat, I seem to be chasing an arrow on my head. What do you mean? Blade Phoenix, is that the Challenger? Yes, it is. It's a Challenger. I'm running a stealth smuggling assassination build on it. This thing gets cold. Well, yes, Liella, the money does tend to get blown out when the cockpit depressurizes, but that is a different story entirely. Dazzy Star, trying to get the enemy in view is a nightmare. Okay, alright. Might be able to give some... Liella's probably the one you want to talk to for combat stuff, but I can give some basics. So, in combat, you want your throttle here for maximum maneuverability, right at the 50% mark. So that, you know, when your thrusters are here in real space, this is your maximum maneuverability. Also, if you can toggle your flight assist.
Flight assist offline.
That will spin you around a little bit faster. Yeah, flight assist off. We'll get into some combat a little bit later and run some basics here. Also, another thing, if you are able to, use the boosters, turn off your thrusters, and you can spin faster. And then turn them back on when you get your nose around. You pick flight assist off tricks real fast when flying a cutter in PvP. Yes, I imagine you do. Not everybody has access to a cutter, especially a PvP cutter. By that time, yeah, you ought to know some of it. Turn off the flight assist. Don't turn off the thrusters. There should be a... There we are. Geared out.
Lowering gear.
Toggle is not the way. I'm not a PvP pilot. I just... As well you know.
Landing complete. Switching ground. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Still, nobody trying to hijack me for gold. Well, not the greatest assassination mission in the world, but I'll take it. Halsey, hey, what's up? Hope you had a good weekend. Gear up.
Retracting landing module.
Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
But yeah, also, Draco, this thing... Or, sorry, not Draco, Delta. This thing runs cold. This thing runs very cold. I am under full thrust right now. What do I think of Euro Truck Simulator 2? Never played it. I imagine it's like Elite Dangerous in 2D. Dazzy Star, which headset do you use? I use... Oh boy.
Flight control, signing off.
Oop. I've got a nice pair of Sennheisers that I wear. But yeah, for VR, I use an HTC Vive. But usually for flying around, when you see my head tracking around, I'm using a Track IR 5 with a Track Clip Pro attached to it. Neemac, hello there. As you can see, I mean, I am still, you know, I just crossed into the 40% range here. Anyway. Thank God you're not playing No Man's Sky like 90% of my follows. It's a good game. I mean, They made it much closer to what the initial premise was going to be in that demo so long ago. I picked it up, I just haven't played it yet.
Maximum velocity.
But yeah, I will be looking at it at some point.
Exiting now.
In terms of exploration, I call it better than Elite. That's fair. There's certainly more to look at. You know, it actually rewards you for going down on a planet, finding materials, finding new life forms. Let's go hit up the nav beacon. Oh yeah, combat is not great. Rocky Racer, hello there. Hope you had a good weekend. How's everyone doing? Doing all right. Doing good.
Incoming mission critical message.
Oh, Delta Fryer Dragon, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Real life probably just ate my budget for the throttle this month. Oh, crap, Sanson. Hate to hear that. Informanted and 78 Piscium. Alright, so it's going to be one of these missions. Where we gotta go chasing people all over hell and creation. Alright, we can work with this.
Vectors.
Dark Rune, yeah, I'm awake to see the stream live for once. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Engaging now. Hull integrity is within limits. All other systems are now at normal levels.
Alright, good thing. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Where's my contact? I've been sent to find you. Great. Can I see you? Only 28C there today? Oh, that's not bad at all. Jenny, there you are. Let's go, let's have a little meet and greet here. And don't forget, this liner is in the top 1% of all liners out there. Oh, good. Fixed weapons do more damage than gimbal. Speed will keep you alive. Alright, standard. You know, I'm just gonna zero my throttle and you can come around to me. Down to 34C at my house. Wee. I was telling a story the other day. Let me pull that up after I get dropped down. Just me or do the Challenger's thrusters sound kind of alien? Not sure. Never really listened to them that much. I mean, I like their boost a little bit better than the crate, but all right, Jenny, let's talk.
Incoming mission critical message.
All right, recently saw him nearby. Thank you so much for that amazing bit of help. Yeah, here was the story that I told the other day. So, June 1998, North Iowa Band Festival. I marched in the North Springs Rock Falls Band, and I am... let's just edit some of this. I am tired of hearing 76 blink trombones. Anyway, we get dropped off the staging area, and it starts pouring. We are in wool uniforms, and now we are in waterlogged wool uniforms. Just before the parade starts, the sun comes out, and it's now 98 degrees with approximately 85 quadrillion% humidity. The lucky ones died. And holy crap, Sanson, did you got your block of steel, Chief, up to 523 in the boost? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright. I recently saw him... Where? Saw him where? The Basigi system. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Basigi. Alright. 27 light years out. That's 2 jumps. Why not? And, I can hear what you mean now. It does sound... It's got a kind of a weird harmonic hum when it, when you're building up. Take care, Delta. No, I can hear it now. It is kind of a weird hum.
Course adjustment. Hyperspace, checking systems now. Complete.
We actually had to get Hank a haircut because it was so warm here, and that is why I think he decided to destroy my ship when I was exploring. If it doesn't spawn at the planet, check the mission. Ah, it's back here in this. We're set. $132,000 light second trip ahead of me because I'm insane and I like scanning stuff. Fair enough. That compulsion will either pass or you'll go space loopy.
Engaging exit protocols.
Yeah, if it's for an Earth-like world, I'll give it 500 grand. Grats on the Hutton mug. Also, my condolences. Congratulations. Yep, 0.2 light years, 0.22 light years in Super Cruise. That last hundredth of a light year is also, yeah. Oop. Oh, miscalculated that. Zero your throttle, then zero the approach. Uh-oh, we better get in. Why? Well, because Heat just showed up and he brought his buddy Humidity.
mission critical message. Scan detected.
Target Undine B in the Basigi system. Basigi A2F. Alright.
Thermal signature restored.
Excuse me. Today is the first day in over a week I've had less than 100 Fahrenheit. Tomorrow it says it'll go up to 106. Oh God. Sniper must be off. Fly safe. Have a good one. Take care. Why do you always go into silent running? With this one, Nemak, because I can. Just trying to make it kind of a habit. This thing runs so cold that it's probably a bad habit. Oh Moon, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Subbed, forgot to follow. Yeah, I get that. I do that sometimes. If you ever feel useless, remember there are paint jobs for the ASP Scout. Ain't wrong. Set 2-3. So, in theory, there ought to be an assassination target around here somewhere. Just assumed it would do both? Haha! Simplified UI? The devil, you say? Does the sturdy mod even do anything for rails? It brings the heat down, but the piercing is, yeah, not... It's like when you get a sturdy mount on a torpedo launcher. It's already got, what, 10,000 armor piercing on it, so... Wouldn't that be making an ass out of you and Ming? I mean, I don't know Ming. I would assume, though. Ha ha! Anyway. So, in theory, there's an assassination target around here somewhere. Check the mission, see if it bounced to another system. So, according to this, they should be at Undine B in the Basigi system. Now, I've usually had the most luck in actually, you know, this is what the update always says. Nav beacon scan data. This is the most recent update. Basigi A2F. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Also, it's showing this as the actual highlighted site. But you know what? Given that it's only 300 grand, And it's not for any faction I care about.
Incoming message.
Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Let's go back to Kutnal and do something interesting.
Vectors. Frameshift now engaged. Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
All right. Well, back to Oswald Point. Yeah, wait a minute. I'm busting my butt here on a mission that's going to have relatively low payout for a faction I care nothing about. On a mission that is and of itself somewhat kind of screwy from what we can see, so... You know what? Let's actually do something we want to do and maybe be productive for the faction. Excuse me. A good loadout for the courier to punch things. Yeah, somewhat kind of screwy. Welcome to Elite. Also, as I'm sure other people have noticed, the tick, the background sim tick is drifting. It's getting later and later every time. What are we looking at here for... Nope, we are still in boom. What are you doing? No, not that I care. That Viper had a serious need to apparently interdict me. Oh, another reason that I went into silent running when I was scanning that nav beacon, I figured if I got the scan and my target showed up to intercept me there, I'd already be stealthed, and it, you know, might give me a couple of seconds. Not that it was necessary, but... Soon you'll be able to cover the tick on stream. Well, it'd, make more efficient use of time. Luanja. Seeing what... Yeah, this is the easiest, you know, easiest cache. Budaran Ring, and that is 100 light seconds. Good stuff. Anything else there? You know, any other good money to be made here? I mean, I've got the cargo wall set up. Let's see if there's any murdering to be done. Or, you know, freelance peacekeeping. Doesn't look like it. Unfortunate. Source and return, meh.
Plot twist!
Nemak1, thank you so much for the follow. I'd say welcome to the crew, but you're already welcome, and you've already got a seat, so that's covered too. Gear up.
Gear up.
Oh, crap. You managed to boil the DBX for the first time. Well done? Medium rare, maybe. Just got buzzed by a P-51, you lucky SOB. You do Guardian stuff again anytime soon? Excuse me. Possibly. The, I gotta say the Guardian module reinforcement sounds nice for the, you know, partial resistance against the shutdown effect in the lightning. That does not give you any resistance to the actual shutdown pulse, just to the shutdown component of their lightning attack.
Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
So, yeah, I may throw some of that on. Northema, good night, everyone. Take care. Have a good one. Let's see here. 154 light seconds. Easy. Not too terribly worried about that Fer-de-Lance. He's serious security. Varad, explain that again slowly, it hurt my brain. Okay. So, Guardian module reinforcement. I'm pretty sure it's module reinforcement. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it's the hull. Guardian module reinforcement says it will protect you from the shutdown effect. This is kind of sort of correct. Now, Thargoid ships have two different shutdown effects. One of them is the shutdown field, the great big teal pulse that it puts out, and you need the shutdown field neutralizer to stop that, or you will get shut down. Now, if you're up against a Thargoid interceptor and it hits you with that lightning attack when you're at close range, you may notice that it is actually shutting down some of your components. That's what the module reinforcement protects against. The shutdown built into the lightning attack. Don't really want to fight the Thargoids. I want to try and become friends. If you give them meta-alloys, they'll turn green eventually. Interesting theory. I prefer my stations to not be on fire. That's my counterpoint. Pad 7.
7 o'clock mid.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Are they not green already? The Cyclopses are a little green, kind of greenish-gray. The Basilisks are a little bit more red.
Incoming message.
I like money, how about you? You know what, let's just fly back to Narvard. I'll pick up the Shockwave and we'll play around a little bit with that. Oh, green on the contacts? No, no, they are not. Gear up.
Gear coming in.
They are usually in different blue or really, really pissed off red. Or, you know, really, really pissed off dark blue on my HUD. Johnny Z, watching you and exploring the route to Colonia. It's a long ways out. Just as long as you don't confuse my sound effects with yours, because I've had that happen with players and then they end up flying into a sun and blaming me. Mr. Moo Productions accepts no responsibility for accident, loss of ship, loss of life, loss of money, loss of hearing, loss of hair.
Friendship drive now engaged. No anomalies detected. Exiting now.
I was hoping to get a little bit more combat in with this thing, but nobody seems to want to bite, even when I got some pretty good bait out there. Does she say friendship drive? Sounds really close, doesn't it? This is Alex from HCS Voice Packs. Though you may be able to get Alex from Kovas now, I just haven't.
Leaving system.
I predicted twice in 5 minutes yesterday. Where were you at, Sanson? Because I thought you were still out a ways.
Exiting now.
Truex, I was listening to you a few days ago, panicked when you got scanned. I had battle weapons on board. See? Yeah, stuff like that. Makes for trouble sometimes. So yeah, let's switch over to the Shockwave, and then I can get in some railgun practice. Railgun and fixed frags. The moment Alex Kovas came out, I scraped the dust together from my wallet and got her. I can already see the little moths flying out. She's been helping my anxiety, to be honest, so I appreciate her. This makes sense. Speaking of AI, how's the snarky little son of a tin can Eli? Oh, you know what? When we swap over to the Shockwave, you can ask him yourself. Oh, you were heading towards Maya? Okay. I thought you were still out a little further from the area. Yeah, let's get landed here. I'll get landed, get the ship swapped out, grab some more water, and then I'll be right back. Off to Vale Nebula West. That's a little bit of a schlep. Pad left, 11.
3 o'clock immediate.
Terlock, 07, what'd I miss? Oh, not a whole lot. Been playing around with this stealth Challenger, and I gotta say, it's worked well as a cargo ship and as a stealth vessel. Oh, glad to hear it, Varad. That's what I'm about to go in for, a little bit of fixed gun practice. Playing with HCS myself, hard to remember what to say. Yeah, my cheat for that is to go in and actually add what I remember I would say. So I don't say, you know, system jump. I say, you know, like initiate jump sequence or go for jump or exploration jump, please, or yeah, I just add in my own personal touch to those. Alright, I will be right back. Just gonna grab some water, so, you know, give me a minute, minute 30. And back, I think. I hope. Let's see here. Key bindings. They're not set up. Omoon, if you have... so you're playing with voice attack. Did you say you had HCS as well? Because if you have HCS, all you have to do is, like, change one thing from the default settings, and HCS will then read it as a modified command setup, and will pick up everything. Jumpy, hey! How you doing? What's the good word? Make a commercial reel to run fake ads for Errantry Alliance? Like this idea. I'll have to look into that idea. Join the Errantry Alliance. Help decimate planetary economies throughout the sector. Don XP, think you're buying this game? What is the aim to the game? Really pretty much anything you want. And dude, your voice is cool as fuck. Well, thank you. No, the game has a whole lot of stuff you can do. I mean, right now I'm going to do a little bit of bounty hunting with this, this particular ship. But you can do exploration, because, holy god, there is plenty of exploration to do. An example, this is a local, you know, this is the local sector. You know, there's, what, a couple dozen systems visible here on the map? Let's zoom out a little bit. All of this is yours. And when you get down here, it gets a little bit more dense when it comes to star. Oh, hey, look at all the black holes here. 1, 2... Plenty of black holes to explore. But yeah, then you get here. You can explore all of these if you want. Or you can do smuggling, a little bit of cargo running, a little bit of assassination, a little bit of piracy. Yeah, the primary focus of it all is, of course, make money, keep flying. Gear up.
Retracting landing gear.
Crew command roster. Crewman Eli.
Yes, sir.
All stations.
Yes, Your Eminence.
That is all.
Confirmed. What do you want to do today?
You can buy new ships, you can upgrade them. There's a level beyond just buying upgrades. And those are engineers that you can unlock, that you can fly around with, that... Well, okay, you can't fly around with the engineers. You fly around and you do various missions and jobs and stuff, and you can unlock their abilities. And they will basically boost your ship way beyond manufacturer's specifications. Do you like killing things? Do you like destroying entire civilizations? Do you like being in a constant state of war? Sign up today. No. Don't not sign up today. Do you want to know more? Alright, let's get away from the planet. You do not want to fly into a planet at a, appreciable percentage of light speed. Actually, you don't want to fly into a planet at any kind of percentage of anything. Oh yes, warranties will be voided. Now there's also... oh, there is still a planet in my way. Damn it, who put it there? I don't know if money is easy to get or if we're just really good at making it. Well, you know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. You managed to fly into the inside of a planet with some help from an interdiction. Now that should void some warranties, along with, you know, maybe some other things. That's a Code Brown moment. Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse.
Jumpy, see you around. Gonna be doing some lead on my end. Maybe I'll see you during it. Sounds good. Take care, have a good one, and, yeah. Somebody remind me to, throw him a host. If he's streaming it. Hauling ass to get out before the terrain loaded, and thankfully I lived. Oh. Ada, I've seen... I got hyperdicted one time, and I actually ended up flying through the station when I got dropped. That was a Code Brown, because it actually... I could see the interior of the station. Station rushed up at me. I saw the interior go flying past. I went through the other side. That was... last night reached 2 billion in credits and 6 billion in assets gun running. Gun running's good work, good business. I mean, maybe not the most legitimate business, but it's good. Alright, love, out the door you go.
Wilco, Commander. Let's deploy this fighter. Fighter is ready. Just tell me what to do.
Nope, you're clean. The Heroic Paradox. He's on an intercept course. Wanted, really? The Heroic Paradox is wanted. That's just... that's a thing. Attack my target.
Weapons free. Engage.
You know, I had a perfect shot, too.
Enemy sighted. Move to engage.
Gotta get used to my fixed guns again. Set 1-3. Balance.
Ladies and children, it looks like the next rat has arrived. Does the Vault Hunter have what it takes to survive the appetite for destruction round? I think we all know the answer. Maybe!
Ah, yes, Mr. Torg. Meanwhile, I'm working on breaking 20 mil for the first time. Come around to Narvert. We've got people who, well, we're just giving out the cash. As long as the gold supply holds up. So apologies to those who are, you know, actual PvP pilots for my terrible flying. Someday I'll be good, I promise.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Nothing else
Target
showing up on my
cargo
scanner,
dropped.
Commander. All targets destroyed.
Oh, he's about to...
Target destroyed.
Yep. Bad day confirmed.
Target shields offline.
Come here, George. Come back and take your fragging.
Under attack. Warning. Impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
Enemy is eliminated, Commander.
Attack my target.
Confirmed.
Point me at the Commander. I'll do the rest.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Let's see here,
Enemy
call me,
down.
call me Deca. I'm on my 4th week with Ashling. Don't really know how to raise the ranks to have prismatic
Scan
shields.
detected.
Let's find out. Galaxy map. Okay, so if I look into power play, Ashling Duval, open power overview, preparation, expansion, and control. So basically what you're going to want to do is like go to one of her control systems. So her headquarters is here at Cubeo, I believe. And then she's got other headquarters systems here at HIP 97196, etc. And yeah, that's how it's pronounced, Ashling. So you would go to here, one of her stations, and you would buy up propaganda. And then you would go deliver it to systems that need that are in expansion or preparation. And those will be marked out here on the map. The highest priority targets, like it looks like you can fly from Cubeo to, say, HIP 1572 looks easy enough. That's the easy version of how to get materials. Now it's going to cost, but unfortunately I've never flown for her, so I don't know what the other methods are. I imagine you can attack enemies from other powers in her territory and also make money. That's usually the way it works. Excuse me. Yes, you.
Target shields offline.
50%.
Understood. 50%.
Under attack.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not you.
Outstanding.
Target destroyed. Searching for further contacts.
Oh, he's clean. You are not, though.
Target shields.
Oh, you are. Alright. Well, glad I didn't open fire on him then.
Target shields
Yeah, Sanson's one of the good guys. He's one of the best, honestly. If you wanna make missions like trade stuff, work with him.
Plot twist!
And call me Deca. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Pull up a seat.
Target shields offline.
Attack my target.
Acknowledged.
I hear you loud and clear. Moving to attack position.
Under attack.
Oh, hi.
Target covered.
Oh,
Target
yeah.
destroyed.
I was supposed to be
Searching for point of
impressed.
contact.
Oh, I see. Well, bravo. Yeah, very impressive. Excellent.
Thank you, Truex. You need to haul 750
Carry on.
tons of support goods, or kill NPC agents from the Federation or the Alliance. Yeah, it's the getting 750 merits that is such a pain in the ass. To be honest, it's kind of why I've held off on picking up something like the Enforcer. Yeah, the Enforcer multi-cannons.
Target shields offline.
Well, come here, you.
Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat. Under attack.
Where's my fighter at? Well, doesn't matter.
Enemy
Outstanding.
is down.
And then he died. What are those frag cannons? Nemak, these are pacifier frag cannons. They are a power play exclusive item from Zachary Hudson, I want to say. The AARP Terminator. Seriously, the guy looks like the T-1000, you know, after a few miles of bad road. Recall the fighter. However, I run standard frag cannons on my chieftain.
Receiving telemetry. Stand by. Opening hatch.
I do run standard weapons. I don't run power play equipment on my chieftain. This one, though, I mean, the setup is just perfect for those triple
Fighter on board. Finalizing retrieval process.
those triple frags. Because look at the arrangement here. All class 3 guns just sitting right there. You couldn't ask for a better layout. Yeah, this isn't bad. I actually like this arrangement on the crate for the what was I? For the body kit. Set 2-1. Also, with the medium hardpoints just sitting right here. All right, Sanson, take care. Have a good one. With the medium hardpoints sitting right here, you've got a very, very tight grouping on rails. Or if you're a torpedo, you know, if you're a torpedo runner, also a good view. Maybe a little too close. Power play modules aren't that bad. I did 7 powers in a row just to get the ones I wanted. Yeah, I just don't have the time or the space to devote to it right now, to be honest. What's a good low-cost-ish tanky ship I could go for? The Viper 3. The Viper Mark III is a good combat ship. Low cost, low rebuy, and good capabilities. Diamondback Scout, Diamondback Explorer, also good ships. A little bit higher in cost. But if you're just starting out, then yeah, the Viper. Viper 3 is good. Yeah, it goes for what, 140, 150,000, I think. But it has the same weapon loadout as, let's see here, the Cobra 3, the Diamondback Scout, the Asp Scout. 2 small, 2 medium hardpoints. It's about as, you know, ubiquitous as you're going to get for weapon loads. Now that said, the Diamondback Scout is much more maneuverable. So if you're looking for, you know, when you say tanky, I mean you can either go with... Yeah, that's true. You know, do you want to try to avoid shots, absorb shots, or, you know, hull tank? Hull tank, shield tank, hybrid tank, or... Yeah, tanky would be Vulture for its size, that's true. But Vulture is not cheap. Vulture is 5 million. I mean, when I'm asked for low cost, I immediately go to the lowest cost. A Viper 3 with 2 small railguns and 2 medium plasma cannons. Yes, that is quite popular. We got too close to the planet and I didn't have enough speed. Given that we've got war coming up in the Kutnal system, I'm probably going to buff us here in Narvert. Just a little bit. Just bump us up a little bit. So we'll keep running missions out of Glidden, see what's available. We just gotta get to Glidden. The Viper only has 2 utility slots, so the shields are paper. That is true, Torbach. Delancey, hello there. What's the good word?
Kids these days and their crazy language, am I
Oh, and
right?
Truex, thank you so much for the host. Oh yay, another broken canopy. This is why the A-rated life support can be your friend. Bad 3-7.
3 o'clock mid.
Gear down.
Gear down.
For the safety of all visitors, be considerate of other vessels while passing through the main access corridor.
Landing complete. Clear to disembark.
And Nick, glad to hear it. Finally issued a request to the private group. So that means I should probably go in here. For a minute, I thought you meant the, trying to submit to Frontier for getting your group put in. No, that's not what he meant. There we go. Sorry, I thought you meant that you submitted to getting a player group put in. Because Frontier just rolled a new system of doing that out. Didn't quite register in the brain. Alright, so, you know, a little bit of cash here. And I've still got, from the kill warrant scanner, I've got a lot of other bounties that were picked up. Whoops. Oh, well. Vulture has 1200 hull, 530 boost. That's pretty good, Drew. Yeah, that's a good turn of speed on a Vulture. I just upgraded the engines on mine, and I need to play with the hull a little bit more, but it ain't a bad little ship. Yeah, you have to pick a cost for cheap, because there are a lot of definitions of cheap. I mean, I got 1 billion credits in the bank. For me, cheap is a relative term, but I tend to default to cheapest. Little. Yeah. I should really put that in, too. Actually, what other commands have I... So I've put in some new sound commands. And those should be available to everybody. I know I've got one from Worf in there somewhere. Let's see here, and... Yeah, and also a big thank you to Commander Brave Lion for helping me out on sending some of these. In fact, the majority of these new sound clips. A big bunch of appreciation to him for tracking these down and sending them to me. Okay, let's see. Boom, data delivery. Boom, 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 boom. Rutile, gold. Ho, where are you going? You're going 135,000 light seconds. I have no need of that. Planetary scan job. Courier. Does nobody need anybody... You know, any individual killed. Here we go. Tintifax. Hip 5881. They're deserters. Nah. They're just trying to get out of there. Counterinsurgency hit. Covert action against fuel depot. You do you, Nemak. Good luck with that. Boy, do I stay with the Chieftain or do I move back to the Challenger for fun? Nah, we stay in the Challenger. People have fallen for it before. Why am I typing it in when it's right here? Gear up.
Gear coming up.
If anyone wants to watch me come scan planets, be my guest. Whee! Yeah. Multi-crew exploration can be good, but it requires a very specialized set of equipment. For instance, my wife and I, we can do multi-crew exploration because we've got side-by-side cockpit setups. And we've got all of our pilot files on a shared network drive. So she can load up ED Discovery, or I can. And, you know, one of us flies the ship and the other one is taking a look at the scan data. But otherwise, in an official capacity right now, Multi-crew exploration is very, very disappointing. As Frontier has it laid out. Yeah, Nemak, we're trying to build a Python, just don't tell the apartment management. I think they'd frown on it. Also, don't tell the neighbors. They'd really frown on it. Yeah, no multi-crew SRV. Multi-crew exploration in a Corvette is, yeah. Well, I mean, multi-crew exploration in a Conda has the same problem. There's a great big stanchion right between you and the view. I guess it might deflect a little bit of incoming fire, but I doubt it. I dropped out too soon. Oh well. I was trying to load up Imgur at the same time. Let's see. Here we go. This was taken a while back. We've cleaned up a lot of the wiring and we've made some modifications. But this is the cockpit setup we have at home. Also, two cats. One of them is in stealth mode. See if you can find it.
Plot twist!
MyJ27, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Right, let's actually get landed here now that I've sent that link. Yep, Hank and Yuki.
Lakon, Kilo, Yankee, Lima, please comply with access protocols before commencing docking procedures.
Lakon, Kilo, Yankee, Lima request docking clearance.
Permission granted. Please make your way to landing pad 2-3.
Pad 2-3.
11 o'clock far.
Gear down.
Landing gear already down.
How's Hank doing, by the way? He's doing better. His fur is growing out a little bit. He's happy to be a little less shaved than he was. Yuki is no longer attacking him instantly. So that's good. And he seems to be very, very sad for not, for blowing up my ship the other day. So life is good. Life is back to, what approximates normal around here. Yeah, Hank, for those who are new, those who don't know, Hank blew up my ship. I was AFK at the time. I was just getting ready for the show, and Hank hopped up on the keyboard and managed to thump his furry butt down on the FSD and the silent running key, while also thumping his tail on the screenshot key, so that little SOB managed to document blowing my ship up. Oh yes, I believe we hit, what was it, 1700 heat? I think that's about what we got. Gret, nobody clipped it because this happened This happened 30 minutes before I went live. Well, here's 4 million credits and bounties in Sanguojin. I will take that with a smile.
This is a flight regulation. Please proceed to dock on your assigned docking in a timely manner. And refrain from obstructing...
Lights on. Gear up.
Lights on. Gear coming up.
Engaged from landing pad. Take care with Beacon Station.
Wish the webcam had been recording. Tell you what, if I'm going to do something like that, I'm going to need a lot more hard drive space just for, you know, dumping the raw files.
We hope you have a safe journey.
But yeah, my cat blew up. Well, okay, here's the other part. Okay, sorry, 1,282% heat. I was almost to 1,300, not 1,700. So,
Leaving system.
here's the other thing. I was 13,000 light years away from the bubble at the time. I was halfway to the core, exploring nebulas, trying to find Guardian ruins. So my
Confirming
cat managed to
export
initiate
telemetry.
a 13,000 light year jump. So he's a wizard.
Mission critical message.
And he's a hazard. Oh yes, the screenshots are still on the Discord. I also posted them to the Frontier forums under "My Cat is an Engineer." All right, where are we going here? Sanguojin 1F. Yeah, it'd just be easier to do a search under, My Cat is an Engineer, I think. It's on the main... It should be just be on the dangerous discussion. Dazzy, my voice recognition with voice attack is so poor. I think you can train the Microsoft speech engine to listen a little bit better and account for accents. Entering Glidden, almost got rammed by a Type 9 right as I was entering. Welcome to Glidden. Enjoy your stay. Figures I go to take a drink, and that's about the time that the FSD kicks into overdrive. Interesting, nobody has come down to intercept me. Usually the pirates like to do that. Oh yeah, watch your head on the light fixtures and watch your feet on the trip hazards. Glidden Enterprise is a little bit of a... it's... okay, it's a hole. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Here we go. So there's that. We do have a lot of pilots that tend to boost in and out. Usually it doesn't bite them in the ass. Usually.
Mission objective
Alright. Well, here's our first 2 mil. Threat level 4, alright. Nothing major.
Awaiting order.
Federal Corvette. Target power plant.
Lock target.
Weapons. You know it helps if you got power to the weapon capacitor. Pro tip. Balance. Budman. Oh good, transcoding. Glad to hear it. What do we got? Thermic alloys, pharmaceutical isolators. Yes, please, and thank you.
We're picking up a distress signal.
And some more thermic alloys, never hurt anybody.
Cargo scoop retracted.
I'm sure somebody will be along to rescue these guys soon enough. So yeah, for somebody, I forget who was asking, sorry, commenting on power play weapons on the crate. This one is not running power play weapons. This is all off-the-shelf stuff you can buy anywhere. The engineering, that's a different story. But the raw materials, the basic components, those are good. Running out of things I can pick up from my victims, well, that sounds to me like you just don't have enough ships to engineer. Well, there we are, the Lord of the Night. You're a Federal Corvette. I'm betting you're my target. Yep. David Mingut. Alright. And it looks like he's on an intercept course with me. Well, let's make things easier for him. Come on, Dave. Here you go. What do you bring before the Pirate Lord?
Awaiting orders.
Special delivery of tungsten. Target power plant. Here, have it.
Lock target.
Nope. Yeah, free ammo, gently used. How much does that ship cost? The basic space frame on a Chieftain is something like 20 mil. The rebuy on this thing is only 4 mil, so I think it probably cost me around 80, maybe 100 million to totally outfit. That's before engineering. Engineering is free in terms of money, but costly in terms of time. Ah, what the hell. Apparently I need more high-density composites here, so... I need to, yeah, need to start a few more projects. Why not? Maybe something, maybe a pure energy, some kind of medium or small energy fighter. Nemak, what's the ship named? This one's named the Taurus. The space frame is the Alliance Chieftain. That's the basic body on it, the Alliance Chieftain. And I think we're good.
Cargo scoop retracted.
So that was 4 million in a very short time. Also some better materials out of it too.
Jumping to next system. Exiting now.
Hank, buddy, what you doing there? Hank, why are you hanking? Since we didn't go to war today, I will build my burning station ship. Its name shall not be spoken here. Good man. Good man. Honestly, I know it's a little grindy, it's a little repetitive, but damn, I love just the lack of awareness from NPCs when you've got a ship who I can't help but think that the name of the Taurus has been whispered about in, you know, I like to imagine in the, you know, the pirate clans around here. And then one of them interdicts me and is like, haha, it's gonna be me this time, I'm the one. Yep, you are the one, the next one in a long line. I was watching a special on the F-86 Sabre. And one of the old, you know, this is one of the old school pilots. He flew in, you know, flew these things in Korea in Meg Alley. And he said this is the core of a fighter pilot. Put 100 guys into a room and tell them you're all going on a suicide mission and only one of you is going to make it back. You're going to have 100 people looking around and saying, "You poor bastards," to everybody else. Apparently, that's what the local pirates are, you know, up to. Cisco boy, hey! Finally able to catch a stream? Yeah, pull up a seat. We're just kind of newting around right now. Playing with the Taurus some more, making easy money off these, easy money and easy mats off these Corvettes. Gear down.
Lowering gear.
Pilots,
500 meters from touchdown.
Terlock got to run off. Hopefully catch you later.
That guy, he was like, what?
Yeah, Terlock, I'll be on the Discord after. Catch you later. And yeah, Halsey, pretty much. I don't know if they even had time to get off a distress call. So that cost me 3 grand in ammo. Oh no. And made me a rather nice chunk of change. How are we doing here in Adensu? We are running hot here. We need to cool this down a little bit because we're at 63% again. Yeah. Yeah, just overheard you saying the Taurus is basically the frame of a chieftain. Well, not exactly. Not basically. I mean, it is a chieftain, you know, just with my own personal... HS, what new toys? Oh, okay. We'll go back. We'll grab the, why not? Let's find another assassination mission while we're here. And then we'll swap out to the indecent proposal. Well, you don't need anybody dead. Planetary scan job. Maybe. No. New. A lot of this. You know what? We'll run something like this. Basing system. That's 2 million right there. Yeah, the Taurus is a chieftain. This is just my ship name.
We would like to remind all commanders to avoid blocking access to docking.
Cisco Boy, yeah, the main difference is, like they've said, it is a chieftain. I've just modified the hell out of it.
Docking coupler disengaged. Depart safely from the station.
Set a course for home.
Stellar cartography.
Nobody saw that.
Course locked. Stand by.
I should have cleared that, so that's his fault. And that's my story, and I am sticking well to it. Don't we do that for all our ships? Modify the hell out of them? Oh yeah.
Vectors.
That's true, but everything on
Interstellar
this thing,
travel
I'm pretty sure, is grade 5
now.
modified with some kind of special effect. So, there is
Exiting now.
nothing original about this thing. There is nothing stock about this ship, except maybe... No, wait, I take it back.
Here we are,
I tell a
pretending
lie.
to know where we're going again.
I do tell a lie. The hull reinforcement... the module reinforcement packages are stock. Because you can't modify them. But no, HS, I was doing some poking around earlier, and I found that you can get a good that build I did with the stealth Federal gunship. I didn't like it just because the gunship was a little not maneuverable enough. But when you apply that to a Challenger, you get the same temperatures. I've got a 12% Challenger now. And it'll haul 132 tons cargo. I mean, I could easily drop those one of those cargo bays and stick in a Class 6 shield. That's not bad. That thing seems great. Breathe in. Bullshit out. But yeah, HS. I'll switch over to the Challenger. Find me a parking spot.
Kilo Yankee Lima. This is the Flight Operations Department. Please comply with the
Pad
standard
3.
docking procedures commanded.
6 o'clock far.
Request approved. Cleared for landing on docking bay 03.
It wasn't you, and you didn't start it, and I'm not holding you responsible, Farhad. Other people will be held responsible. New week, old shenanigans. Yep.
Woohoo excited computer voice.
Budman, thank you for the 1,000 bits, and yeah, it's a real excited computer voice, ain't it? Alright, so I guess back here we go to this, which isn't a bad thing. I've been having fun playing with this thing, to be honest. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Alright, now where do I need to go? Bossing. You don't say. Lights on?
On.
Cisco Boy, I have two of them. I've got the Shockwave and the Grey Ghost. The Shockwave is my combat ship, the Grey Ghost is my... I'm not sure what to do with it yet. It's kind of a test platform for the Shockwave, to be honest. So that's with the boosters. I'm down... it gets me up to 28% heat. But this thing just does not gain heat. This thing will drop down to 12, 14% here. It's nice to be rich. Yeah, it really is. Clean drives, thermal spread. The big thing on an HS is the power plant. I'm running a class 4... I think I'm running a class 4 on the, what is it? Low output, or low emission, one of those two. And I'm also running thermal spread on that.
Exiting now.
Doop-de-doop-de-doo. So we're gonna have to... One shortcoming on this thing is that I do not have a... I don't have a surface scanner on this thing. Or not a surface scanner, a discovery scanner.
Hyperspace velocity.
Seriously, all is good? Yeah, all is good. Just chatting it up with folks, always enjoying that. Playing around, flying around, and Hank is...
Readying for exit now.
Not on any tables and not knocking anything over. That right there makes it a good day. Oh no. No, 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 no. Although my day might be getting a little bit worse here in a second, let's check the nav beacon and find out. Nice that the game showed us our general emission detection range and the sensors gave a detection multiplier instead of range. Yeah, both those things would be neat. Both those things would be very, very useful. You know, relative size of my scan and maybe relative size of his scan radius. Oh yeah, we may have a problem here. Please don't be a problem. Please don't be a problem. Gret, thank you so much for the 1,500 bits. Please don't, please don't, please don't. Oh, thanks, Space Jeebus.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my
buddy?
Oh, it's you.
Well, I did my resub on Saturday when you weren't streaming, so here comes the sub now. Happy 7-month MYU07.
MYU07, that's right. My new name. Thank you so much for that. 7 months, damn. Throw some spaceship cows into the chat for him. Ray, what did I do? Fortunately, I got very, very lucky. The base I got to scan is only 300 light seconds away instead of 100 and some thousand light seconds away. The unyielding executioner is chasing me. Huh. Well, good on him. Oh, thank goodness, because I was looking here and realizing as I'm going through the map, 128,000 light seconds, 130. I thought we were going to be in for a flight. Oh, sorry about that, Varad. I mean, you know, don't feel an obligation to that. That's right, you picked up a motorcycle, didn't you? Is there any way that one chieftain with no engineering could fight off 2 federal assault ships or drop ships? I believe so. I mean, it depends on, you know, in PvP, I doubt it. PvE, I would say easily. How is the ship? Heard from a little birdie someone shot themselves with their torpedoes. Okay, so I was unused to torpedoes. I will say that. I don't use them very often. So, in my defense, I didn't read the manual and I was an idiot. Which isn't the greatest of defense, but it's all I got, so I'm owning up to it.
Ahem.
Alicors, thank you so much for the 2,500 bits. Goodness. And, yes, Megatron sends his thanks as well, I believe. Yeah, PvP-wise, no. Not against 2 of them. HS, this is just cold transport, or does it have hull tanking and guns too? It has hull tanking, it has guns, it has some good cargo space. I mean, I could give it shields or more hull reinforcement, but
Are you okay in there?
this is a nice general purpose.
Oh, really?
And it also packs a wallop.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
I thought you were surrounded by gumdrops and ice cream.
And Gret has now, thank you so much for the 1,001 bits. Oh boy, this is definitely not a 2-bit war. Though we do have a couple of bit players playing bit parts.
Silent running. Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Yes, yes, yes.
Incoming message. Trespass zone cleared. Incoming mission critical message.
Later.
Warning,
Tempted to jump into Elite again. Want to see if voice attack will work better now. I tell you what, I had to run through a lot of training with the Microsoft speech recognition engine. Can you do that with a crate, or is the cockpit in a bad place? I believe you can do it with a crate because while you've got those protrusions up above, the cockpit is slung underneath. So you ought to be able to get close enough to do it. And Al, of course, no worries on that. No worries at all. Alright. Back home. Well, back to Adensu.
Jumping to next system.
Won't even
Hyperspace
understand me there.
velocity.
2 years ago it worked fine. Now it almost seems random. Interesting. And I assume you've poked around in the, you know, all the interior stuff with like weird. Because there's some volume normalization settings in voice attack that, you know, sometimes if it's in a noisy environment, it actually makes things worse. Or if it's in a quiet environment, it makes things worse. I can't pretend to be the expert, merely a enthusiastic amateur. Oh, Commander Varad, thank you so much for the 9 bits. Right behind the pilot seat. Right where you left him. Legion of One, have you missed much? Oh, not too much. Did some poking around with... Oh yes, thank you. Also the confidence setting. Did some poking around with this earlier on. Did some transport missions in it. Now we're going to see if we can't get some more fun missions going in this thing. Played around with the crate. Played around with the Taurus. So no, this is the stealth Challenger that I threw together. Refresh the page. Now there's a massive bar on the left side and it won't shrink. I don't know. Did Twitch just get an update? Not that I've seen. I mean, it hasn't notified me of anything. So no, right now we're just playing around with this this new stealth Challenger. Yeah, Twitch being Twitch. There you go. You know, in terms of puns, in terms of bad jokes, Al, of course, ages ago, I remember watching somebody playing, I can't even remember, it was a top-down World War II tactical sim. It was Operation Market Garden. And this guy had a Browning automatic rifle team that was just getting chewed up by, I think it was an MG42. And he's like, shit, I just lost my bar team. And his roommate turns to him and says, well, sometimes you eat the bar and sometimes the bar eats you. I have never seen somebody turn around so fast and punch somebody in my life. Oh yeah, no shields. When can a ship with a heat level below 20% be detected? I want to say that's within... I want to say that's within a kilometer. Maybe 700 meters, I'm not sure. Al, of course, I don't think it's 100 feet. Yeah, thank you, Liel. There is no real quick and dirty way to say it. I mean, it's just, there's some calculations need doing. Nearly slapped everyone on the Discord because of the crate puns. It's true. I did. And I may yet continue that. We shall see. Another planetary scan job. Nothing too amazing there. I was really hoping for a decent... Doesn't look like I'm gonna get it. A non-wing assassination. Just data courier stuff to... What we got?
Mist. Gret.
Budman, thank you so much for the 2,000 bits.
Cheap trick and a cheesy one-liner.
Sweetheart, that could be the name of my autobiography.
Yeah, Torbach, that... Better luck next time.
The monster I sent you to kill is actually a monster truck! Puns, motherfucker!
Alright, if we're gonna be hauling missions, let's go to Kutnal. We've got the ship for it. I do. I have a little bit in there. We'll be expanding the sound library a little bit more. It's always a work in progress. Just had an idiot ram me as I was leaving the mail slot, put on the brakes, he bounced off the walls and popped.
Detachment confirmed. Regulate your speed until free of station.
Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Yeah, since there's no war at Kutnal, we may as well buff our, buff up the faction. Buff up the faction a little bit there before the war hits. After rereading Ready Player One, I saw the film. What did they do? I haven't read it. I haven't seen the movie yet either. Heard good things, but it's. Maybe it's good for me that I haven't read it. I don't know.
Jumping to the next system.
Speaking of the sound library, I've got some more if you're interested. Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah.
Exiting now.
You can see moves. Wait a minute. No, I thought I did say something. Son of a... Gret, 500 bits. Thank you so much. Damn it, I did miss that part. I am so sorry for that. I've heard the book is bad, I've heard the book is great. It comes down to personal taste. Watched The Expanse, then I read the books, the show is so much better. Yeah, I've honestly heard that there's... The Expanse and the books, the TV show and the books are very different in terms of pacing. Some characters get merged into others. I mean, there's a joy to be sitting down and reading an absolute doorstopper of a book. And at the same time, that you can't have a real doorstopper of a TV show without people going, get on with it already. Ray, this is a DACA ship. It's DACA-ish. With 2 medium-sized pews. Oh no. No. You'll see the weapon load on this thing. If I ever manage to find a mission where I can use it on something. Tell you what, though, the book I am waiting for, and the book that I have no idea how they would ever adapt to TV, would be the Book 5 of the War Against the Khator. I have been waiting for that book since 1994. No, HS, not overcharged frags. This is a very different build to what I'm usually using. Very different.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? Who's sitting on my parking spot? Alright, so now we wait for Parking Lot Simulator 2018 to wrap up. Yes, it's even a keelback, and it's a clean one, so I can't kill it. This is truly the darkest timeline. No, you're hearing things, Gret. Go away. Correct. You cannot thermal vent with silent running. That will just cook you. Because silent running closes the vents, and thermal vent needs the vents. Accidentally shoot it, like a smidge. Yeah, the button, the the button slipped. Or the button sticks. Oh, that's pretty neat, Sierra Bravo 1. I do like that. Spec Ops, boom. 84 tons of gold to the Acant system, and that is 500 light years, or light seconds. Donate. This is better. 866 light seconds for 3.3 million? Yeah. Yep. Now, hopefully, somebody will try to come and take this from me. Poly Horizons, where's this other one gotta go? Posh Horizons. Yep, it's still in the area. 2,000 light seconds, but, whatever. What do you think of a 44 light year keelback? Depends on what the endpoint is at 44 light years. Core of a neutron star wouldn't be bad. Gear up. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Bosch Horizons and Poly. Oh, did I not take that other mission? Did I forget to... Oh, well, no major thing. Keelbacks are superior. Learn to live with the people. Gret, are you are you completely delusional, or are there pieces missing?
Exiting now.
Cisco Boy, if you're going solo, what's the highest paying job? If it's bounty hunting, what specifically? Not wing assassination, but normal assassination pays well. All of this is really, really dependent on what your rating is in the system. Like, if you are allied with a faction, you're going to be making a whole lot more. So, otherwise, you know, good missions, I mean, if you've got a ship that can haul a ton of cargo, or, you know, several tons of cargo, that might be, that might be really good, because for this transport mission, I'm going to make 3.3 million. And I can make around 2.5 million per, normal assassination missions. HS, pick the material reward. What is the reward on this? Nice biotech conductors. Let's see. What do I have for biotech conductors? I got 6. Yeah, I should probably get a few more in here. I suppose. Now, keelbacks are nicely animated. Yes, I will give it that. There's your bone. However, they are a chore to fly, sadness to engineer, a pain in the ass to try to set up for anything, because if you set them up for combat, they can't haul anything. If you set them up for hauling, they can't fight anything. Yeah, there was a big cut in pay on the materials too. So being able to find these grade 5s, that's nice that they're still in there. Smuggling can be good, depends on how much cargo space you got. It has everything for exploration. Yes, I would want to be as far away from everybody else if I was in a keelback too. I couldn't handle the laughter or being shot at all the time. It's like Ohio. Do you have any idea how many astronauts come from Ohio? I have to wonder, what is it about that place that makes people want to leave the goddamn planet? If the keelback had 2 small and 1 huge hardpoint, would you fly it? No. Decided to purchase every ship nobody flies. The Aston Scout. Engineer and see what it can do. How far along are you on this engineering? How is the Scout flying? Because I know it can actually, you know, it's got some maneuverability. It's got some nimble to it. Warfrog, why do people hate the keelback so much? Okay. I can actually answer that question.
500 meters from touchdown.
Observe minimum clearance distance.
Yes, long story short, the keelback tries to be too many things. So they called it an armed freighter. You know, a freighter for hauling cargo in dangerous situations. The problem is that it also, you know, you think that for an armed freighter with a, you know, the capability for launching a fighter. And Cisco Boy, all right, take care. See you on Discord. Let's get this mission turned in and see if they have a keelback in here to examine. If you set it up for combat, it actually cannot haul all that much stuff. And if you set it up for cargo, it can't fight. Not very well. It is actually slower and less maneuverable than a Type 6. And it carries less cargo. I want to say the armor is a little bit better. I cannot remember that though, if I'm right on that. Either the armor or the shielding is a little bit better, but that is it. Master 10, hello there. Let's see here, Luwanja, survival equipment. All right, nothing major. Let's check the shipyard. Okay, so it does have a keelback here, and it looks like it's got a Type 6. So a stock Type 6. Top speed is 223, boost speed is 355. Keelback, top speed is 202, boost speed is 303. FSD range laden, 10 light years. FSD range laden, 9 light years. Shields, 77, armor, 324. Shields, 99 and 486. Okay, so it has marginally better shields and significantly better armor. And the maneuverability on a Type 6 is at 3 dots here, 3 pips. And the maneuverability on a keelback is at 2 pips. So it just doesn't... Don't compare Leyden to Leyden. Well, okay, let's look at the regular jump range then. 10 light years versus 9.3. Or sorry, 13 versus 11. The keelback, yeah, new combat trader class vessel designed for hostile environment deliveries and light support. Spoiler alert, it's bad at it. If you want to haul cargo, a Type 6 is better. If you want to fight, there is literally almost everything better. Cthulhu Collector, I assume a lot less complicated than Eve. In some ways, and less so in other ways. Yeah, you mean designed for doesn't mean it's good? The keelback... Lakon promised the moon to everybody, and all the investors got was moldy green cheese. $900 light seconds to Luwanja. Gotta be something going back to... Gotta be something going back home. The only ship I'd really believe for combat trader would be Cutter. You know, to be honest, this thing ain't working bad either. A crate would be workable, I think. A crate, a Python, the Alliance Challenger. Okay, yes, 700 tons with a 3,000 point shield. That's true. I mean, that's top end, certainly, of combat trading. But if you want a combat trader down, you know, where you aren't in the capstone ships, go Python. Go, go crate. Take out the emplacement power grid. Tempting. But I don't have the ship for it, to be honest. This isn't a good ground assault ship. I've got good ground assault ships. Or at least, I can build them quick, but... Boom time delivery, 36 units of clothing. Again, pretty vision, nah. So I'm looking for a very specific set of stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, all you need is dumbfire missiles. That's true. But I don't want to go stripping out the equipment I got on this for dumbfires. Oh, scrub the ship unless that's a fine? It's a fine. I should have scrubbed it, though. But no, the Challenger would actually make a pretty good, yeah, scrub is in, I've got, my ship is wanted, Omoon, and so I can go to, Interstellar Factors and pay off the fine.
Frame shift now engaged.
Like going to the pay and spray.
Key systems are at optimal levels.
But no, this would make a good ground assault ship too. Because you could just load this thing down with dumbfires and just saturation fire and knock down their anti-missile systems. That's not a bad idea either. I may actually have to pick up another Challenger just for ground strike. Yeah, Gret's 38,000 light years out. Let's see if I can spot him on the map. Assuming he's, you know, around here. Nope, he's elsewhere. Another server, probably that whole private group called Open. Permachaff. Ah, so the NPC tanking build. Open? Open is, you know, the server where everybody is hanging around. I'll have to see how many seconds I live if I attack you and my anaconda. I'd be so dead. Ah, not too bad. Also, this isn't my regular daily fighter. This is just something I'm playing around with today because I do need to... I like experimenting around with stealth builds. Gotcha. Sorry about that, Ray. Sometimes I get a little too literal when I'm trying to keep up with chat and land the ship. That's how you learn. What can you learn from being torpedoed while you're landing? Today I learned people are assholes. I mean, yes, there are a lot of things you can learn in open. That's not one of them. Let's see here. High influence here. Oh, very high influence. We want that. 700 light seconds. Yeah, that's good. Can we speak to Frontier about getting a station in Kutnal, like, please? Yes, something that isn't, you know, a rinky-dink medium landing pad. Sure would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, Morgan Terminal, HIP 7420. Anybody else going there? Nope. Nope. Yeah, you're going there. I'll take some rep from you, whatever. Gear up.
Landing gear retracted.
Galaxy map.
Choose somewhere interesting this time. Please?
Eli, no. Shut up and fly the ship. You should go reverse pirating sometime. I should. This is not the ship for it, but I've considered that. I just need a proper... something that, well, something I can easily scrub. I don't mind losing. Carries a ton of cargo. And then I just got to configure the voice attack to, you know, send a quick message to somebody, you know. Yar, ye be reverse pirated. Don't let me catch you carrying nothing out here again. Aaron, exactly. Interdict people and then give them cargo. Alicor, sounds good. See you in the black.
Leaving system. Frame shift now engaged. No anomalies detected.
Yeah, reverse pirating is fun. I've seen it done elsewhere, and like, you know what? I feel like I need to do it right, or else I'm going to either get myself blown up or get somebody else killed on accident. It's kind of like that picture of Homer with the cornflakes. Ah, here we go. Sin. Inglenook. Elite. Alright. Cthulhu Collector. Yep. Yes, it is. John Delancey. Well, let's see if I'm any good against a chieftain.
Awaiting orders.
Silent running. Under attack. Taking damage. Heat sink deployed. Thermal signature restored. Silent running.
Wait a minute, he's running away now? Alright. Well. Because I want to get this shot in. I want to get this shot in proper, like.
Warning.
Alright, torpedoes away. Target power plant.
Lock target.
Heat sink deployed.
And even if the torpedoes don't hit, you know, still be having fun with it. There we go. Chaff. Yeah, I cooked it a little bit. Oh, Liela, turn away. This is not for your eyes. This is terrible. This is me being Terabad. You know what? No. You don't need to scan me. And also, Milko Johns, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Sorry I didn't catch that earlier. But yeah, I was having fun there with the oh, let's see here. Let's go back and ask here. Was Alaric your cockpit assistant? No, I've been playing around here with these things. These are resonance torpedoes. And if you can land 4 of them on a target, their shield generator just explodes. And their shields disappear. One thing seems to be unanimous, pedals are almost always a good idea. You can get the same effect on mines. It's true. That is true. Well, with mouse you do get analog input. It's just on the mouse. See, the reasoning, for me, it's personal reasoning why I got a full-on stick and throttle and rudder cockpit setup. And that reasoning is, when I was very little, I would look through computer magazines and, you know, people were playing X-Wing and they had flight simulators. This is back when X-Wing was out. X-Wing, TIE Fighter, etc. But also, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and people had built massive home cockpit setups. And little 10, 11-year-old me looked at that and went, I want that someday. And over time, with a lot of patience, from my wonderful, wonderful wife. That's right, Torbach, fist bump. With a lot of patience from my wife. I actually became a lot more patient of it when she saw my setup and said, okay, so she came home one day after work. I should probably request docking here, too. She came home from work one day, and I had set up, I'd gotten the cockpit seat set up, and I had monitors, I had a triple monitor set up, and I had my keyboard on an articulating arm. So I can swing it up and out of the way. So I can play first-person shooters, I can play flight sims. Mando, hey! What's the good word? This isn't just a flight sim cockpit, this is a full-on, you can play just about any kind of game you want. And my wife looked at this. She came in the door and now looked at this. And she looked at me, and she looked at this. And she said, I'm mad, but only because I don't have one. And right there, I knew. I dodged such a bullet. And two, that I had the most wonderful wife in the world. But mostly bullet being dodged. HS, did she get one? Yes, she did. We have identical side-by-side cockpit setups. We're basically building a Python. Nope, we'll play BattleTech. We'll do Elite. Trying to get her into, you know, a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of, you know, things like that. Put a ring on each of her fingers. Well, then if she gets pissed off, she's just got brass knuckles. No, we're working on a Python. The neighbors don't know about it yet. Because if they did, well... Yeah, here's a picture of the home setup taken several months ago. I'm still getting into it, Gret. I'm still learning because, you see, I only play video games two ways. Bad and really bad. We're going to end up owning this system before we even win the war for when we got into the system. Milko Johns, is that a Hornet? So, okay, I've got a Franken setup here. I've got a real Franken build here. Liel, we went with the Volair Sim seats. But no, I've got, that's an older picture. This is what I got right now. I've got a set of CH Pro pedals, and so does Niao. I've got a Thrustmaster T16000M FCS throttle, and I've got a Thrustmaster Warthog stick, which I stuck a stick grip on from Verpil. It's the Mongoose T50. Got my 10-year-old a Rift for birthdays, because I can never get on Elite. She was always using mine. You are a good man. And yeah, my wife, she uses all CH gear. She's got the CH fighter stick, the CH Pro throttle, and the CH pedals. I'll take the rep.
Incoming message.
Kind of cup holders. I mean, we both got a side table. You can just why have cup holders when you can just? I mean, I've got my water glass right here, sitting right next to the seat. She can have those CH sticks till retirement and beyond. They're so tough. They are. They really are. Forgot spaceship accommodations. Okay, so yeah, on the seat behind Niao's chair, you can see that bed where Yuki is laying. Both cats will take that spot. And yeah, CH makes good stuff. It doesn't look great, or it doesn't look anything, but it's like a sleeper. It is built about as reliably as the universe. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Confirmed. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
But I've got a padded footrest and a storage ottoman set up next to my seat that Hank can sit on top of.
Plot twist!
90, 420. Welcome to the crew. Thank you so much for the follow.
All clear. Hope to see you again, Commander.
Course adjustment. Interstellar velocity at maximum.
But yeah, and for those
Exit
just in.
Destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3.
I like Hank. He costs you 9 million credits. Yeah, you did. Do you have voice activation? Yes, I do. To be it, I do. HCS voice packs, and I also use, well, I use Voice Attack as the core program, and then I've got HCS voice pack plugins. Yeah, for the ship. Right now, I am hands off of the throttle. 3/4 impulse.
3/4 impulse.
Lights on.
That's already done.
Apps. I think it's apps, Mando. I need to update that, but yeah, that's the setup I've got right now. That's the basics. I need to expand on it. Made a few commands for voice attack to lazy man my way through Super Cruise. Tell you what, when I'm running in VR, voice attack really comes into its own when I'm running in VR. That's where it goes. That's where it goes from good to great. Welcome back, Sanson. Lakon, Kilo, Yankee, Lima, request docking clearance. Wow. Multi-crew just broke you hard. Miss anything out of the ordinary? Not a whole lot. I tried, well, I successfully took on an elite pirate chieftain in this thing. Lost a few percent hull. One of my guns started malfunctioning. The resonance torpedoes worked well again. So I'm happy with the resonance torpedoes. Yeah, that was my fault, Mando. Drop a screenshot in the Discord? Oh, sure, go right ahead. That sounds like broke as hell. And no, just really good money being paid out here. Donate $1 million, boom time, 1.8 million to Luanja, but it's Bertrandite. Ooh, 84 tons of gold, that's better. Okay. Really high influence to Luanja. I forget. Is there stuff? No. Ho ho. Okay, we're going to take this. Planetary scan job in Luanja, accept. And 1.8 million of Bertrandite to Luanja. Oh, what the hell, we're going there anyway.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Mando, do you need an SRV for planetary scan jobs? Not the way I fly, you don't. And finally, yes. Scrub the ship. Using voice tag, too much background noise in the home to use it. Oh yeah, that could do it. Makes playing the game that much less fun. Okay, I'm going to read this one out, Sierra Bravo 1, because, yes, this is... Here's my honest opinion of the Elite Dangerous community. During the PACG, my 10-year-old, who's autistic, the CG was during Autistic Awareness Month. Her mission in open was to bring her Sidey, purchase 1 ton of cargo, and return to Privateers Alliance space. We let all known PvP pilots... about this, and waited to see what would happen. They all entered the instance, followed her to the station, and launched chaff as she entered the station and sold the cargo. I was crying. That was so great. That's a wonderful story, Sierra. That's... stuff like that. Faith in humanity slightly restored.
Adjusting for jump. Interstellar travel mode engaging now.
That's a feel-good story. I like that. And I wish there were more stories like that got out there.
Exiting now.
Unfortunately, I mean, you know, a lot of other people are running into a lot of it all depends on what do I want to say? I mean, the stories like, you know, where charity live streams get crashed. Really? Where charity live stream will get crashed and people just, you know, or people infiltrating like Distant Worlds. Distant Worlds, their server, they said, you know, we are non-PvP. We are just PvE. Ray, remember when the station in Colonia got UA bombed? Yeah, that was UA bombed by players. They bombed a memorial for a terminally ill cancer patient. Now, the rest of the community came out and told them no. But, there is a... It really depends, and here I go flying past because Loop of Shame. Yeah, Dove Enigma is another good story. Now, it was initiated by assholes. The initial UA bombing, but it, you know, seeing the player base respond to that was good. That was good. I really don't want to deal with this guy right now. Really? Alright, fine.
Incoming mission critical message.
Commander, what are your orders?
Heat sink deployed.
Are they gonna come around or not?
Warning. Temperature critical. Warning.
Warning.
Taking heat damage. Target shields offline. Warning. Cold breach.
Chaff.
Taking internal damage. Taking damage.
Deploy heat sink.
Deploy.
Module malfunction.
And again, I need more module reinforcement on this thing, I think.
Thermal signature restored. Heat sink deployed. Module malfunction.
Alright, so we did it. Congratulations, go away.
Oh, I was supposed to be impressed. Ah, I see. Well, bravo. Yes, very impressive. Excellent, superb. Carry on with that.
Yeah, the station was saved. Is everyone aware of the difference between release speeds of missiles and torps? Sierra, I was not. I mean, I was intellectually aware of it, but when the first time I opened fire, I still flew right into my own torpedoes. Flew right into them, and yeah, managed to knock out my own shield generator on these resonance torps. After that, I paid a lot more attention to it.
Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima, this is Federal Flight Control. Request docking if you wish to land. Landing permission granted.
Eli had the same reaction you did. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Mando, you can fly into your own weapons. Torpedoes launch slow. They got a top speed of what? 250, 300 meters per second, I think. So no, I need more module reinforcements on this because my multi-cannon, I think, took the damage from the missiles he lobbed into me. Didn't take much hull damage. You know, which is nice. Torpedoes do have bigger payloads. However, two things. One, at maximum, you can only carry 2 torpedoes per hardpoint. That's on a medium. And two, torpedoes, you cannot rearm them like you can missiles. You cannot synthesize more torpedoes. Wait, okay, explosive munitions, yeah. These are... Yeah, these are for missiles. You cannot synthesize new torpedoes. So if you have, like me, I've got 2 medium hardpoints with torpedoes on them. Once I fire those 4 torps, I'm not replenishing that ammo until I get someplace that offers restock. On the other hand, torpedoes have some special effects to them that missiles just don't. Sierra Bravo 1, missiles release with a launch speed, so they're in motion once released. Torps are released with a spool-up time. So the faster you're going, the faster the torps start at. Kinda, sorta. I can fly into my own torpedoes. Let's head outside the station. Let's have a look at that real quick. If I can dumbfire torps, which I don't believe I can, actually.
Incoming message.
But no, torps, you can fly into your own torpedoes right after launch. And that's at top speed, I think. Torps with shield and FSD killers are murder in PvP wings. Yes, they are. Yep, that's what I've been trying out. Just for, you know, kicks and giggles. Any more missions here that I... Right, the planetary scan job. So let's get... Module reinforcement pack, cargo rack. An extra 4 tons. I'll just throw in a scanner. I wonder if Frontier will make a rearm limbit that can be launched by large ships. Well, that'd be kind of neat. That'd be all kinds of fun. Fire groups. Here's what I want. I want advanced scary scanners. There. All set. Actually, let me... There we go. And there's a search zone right here. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Clear for departure.
But Sierra, actually now that I think about it, I'm not sure which... Because the problem is, I was at full throttle and I wasn't boosting when I fired off torpedoes. And I ended up flying right into them. So it felt like they dropped and they did not... They didn't launch at the same speed as my ship. Did Frontier ever say how long they're going to update or support Elite? I've heard the number 10-year plan bandied about. That's what I've heard. 10 years. Yeah, so right about the time that Star Citizen gets into beta, I can hear people gnashing their teeth from here, and I'm sorry. But... anyway. Let's see here. Sierra Bravo 1, once the torp is dropped, it takes a few seconds for them to ignite. So if you boost right after fire, you're going to go faster and hit them. Okay, or if you're at a higher cruising speed than the torpedo. Okay. So no, I mean I didn't boost. I mean it felt like okay. All right, I see what you mean now. All right, I am on the same page now. So anyway, who was it asking if you need an SRV for... who was it asking if you need an SRV for ground scan, search zones? Okay, Mando. Yeah, have a look at this. We got the Discovery scanner out, we got the Data Link scanner. So you're going to have to unmask your guns. Yeah, it says you do, but I says you don't.
Silent running. Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Blah, blah, blah.
Hull
Doink.
integrity compromised.
I'm at a lousy angle here, but, you know, whatever.
Incoming message. Incoming mission critical message. Trespass zone cleared.
And there we go. And I wasn't actually charged with anything there. You don't get bounties in silent running? I'm not sure. I know that they won't shoot at me in silent running. I mean, before I've scanned these things, and all the gun turrets on the ground will just immediately open fire on me. In this case, when I'm in silent running, no, I haven't had people shoot
Hull
at me.
integrity is within limits.
Now,
All
you can
other
still get a
systems
bounty for
are
trespassing.
normal
And I imagine for other things, but no, I've been pretty happy with the performance of this thing as a little stealth recon, stealth hauling ship, and occasionally stealth assassin. When you need it, anyway. But no, with this ship, I can stay in stealth mode for somewhere between 4 and 5 minutes before I have to launch a heatsink. So with this number of heatsinks, and I dropped off one of them, is the Corvette's still the biggest ship. It is a toss-up between... I thought it was the Imperial Cutter that was the biggest ship. But, yeah, still. I'm not sure, well, when you say biggest, I mean, do you mean in terms of dimensions, or in terms of mass, or in terms of cargo capacity? Oh yeah, the Beluga. I forgot that. So I managed to nose boop a planetary outpost. Oops. On the other hand, I only lost 1% hull, so, you know, nothing major. Beluga's the longest, Cutter is the biggest of the three, followed by the Corvette. Oh, I'm wondering about the internal volume on something like a Type 10. Spoiler included.
Okay.
Sierra, can I post the latest link to ship comparison? Yeah, let me give you a permit. There you go. And there is somebody sitting in my parking place. You know what? What are you? Clean. Alright. Asp Scout. Clean. Yeah, the English language can be a little imperfect, but show me a language which is perfect. I mean, what do you mean by biggest ship? Cargo capacity, its physical dimensions, its mass, its... yeah.
Fine.
Eli, park the damn ship. That's better. Gear down.
Deploying gear.
Gotta love the 2100 armor rating on the vet so far. What is mine running these days? 3328 armor rating on my Chieftain. Chieftain Challenger. One of these days I am not going to mess those two up. Yes, Sanson, yours is bigger. It is. You have a great big steel brick with thrusters attached to it. Which does not make that sound any less dirty, by the way. And on that horrible mental image... on that horrible mental image, I think we're going to call it here for today. Unfortunately, real life, as always, has got to take priority. Yeah, phrasing went out the window. Phrasing went out the airlock 3 jumps ago. And the shields. Of course, the shields. My God. But no, thank you all for coming out. I will be back here tomorrow, usual time, usual place, about noon Pacific. And yeah, let's see. You know what? We got a jumpy humpy spider here. Let's go. Let's go scare him a little bit. Let's hit that. I still can't believe that I actually have credits. I feel like somewhat semi-professional. In the meantime, always a pleasure to meet new people. Always a pleasure to answer questions, just chat it up, goof around. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm Mr. Moo. Everybody fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, don't fly without rebuy. There you go. Pretty basic. The most basic thing right now. Take care, everybody. See you again tomorrow. Have a good one, and yeah, throw some spaceship cows into the chat for Jumpy. There we go. Yeah, let's go say hi to the Spider-Man. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.